Have you been hearing how video marketing is a game changer for a business and wondering how can you get started with video? If so, I want you to stay tuned. Today, we are going to talk about what you need to know to get started with video marketing in your business. If you're new here, my name is Anita. I'm a video marketing and social media strategist, and I help business owners just like you create more content that converts. Converts into what? More leads, more income, and more impact in your business. So if you want things like that, I want you to stay here. I want to invite you to join my free Facebook group, Video Marketing for Entrepreneurs. It's a group of people who all want that too. So go ahead and join. And while you're down there clicking the link, I want you to hit subscribe, because this channel, I'm bringing you multiple videos a week to help you grow your business. And I want you to hit the like button if you like content that actually is helpful. All right, let's roll into how to use video marketing for your business. So it actually doesn't start with the video. And we're going to roll into step number 1, but I want you to stay tuned because for sure, steps number 6 and 8 are going to be vital for your success. All right, number 1, you want to identify who is it that you want to serve. Now, I know that you have probably heard that your ideal client is important, but if you're completely new to marketing your business, I want you to hear that who you're targeting with your content is the most important thing. If we don't know who we're talking to, we cannot create content that's going to be beneficial to them. And one of the mistakes that a lot of business owners make is they kind of try to talk to everybody because they think, well, the more people that this could apply to, the more likely I am to have customers. But what happens is that waters down your message so much that there's no one listening who thinks that so clearly speaks to me and I need to make a purchase. Okay. So when you are really thinking about the who, this is going to help you know what we're going to say and how we're going to say it and the examples we're going to give. So I want to make sure that you're thinking about who you want to serve. And that's going to really help us as we roll into this next step. Step number 2 is to identify your offers. Now, if you have offers and they do not align with your content, it's going to be really difficult to sell your offers. If your content is consistently talking about one problem and the solution you offer is a completely different solution, you're going to find yourself in a place where you're making a whole bunch of content, but you're not making any sales. And this happens, so I wanted to talk about it so you don't feel like you're alone. If you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I've been posting on all the platforms and it's not helping my business. There's really 4 types of content that we see online. Content that fills feeds, content that maybe you love to post, content that resonates with the people in your audience, and content that makes money. And it's going to be really a journey for you to learn how to work through those stages. Stick right here with this channel because I'm absolutely going to be helping you create content that makes money. Step number 3, you want to consider what platform you want to be on. Now, remember, we started with who are we talking to? You want to think about where do they like to hang out? And sometimes that might be somewhere that you did not anticipate. Now, I don't want you to go by your biases about a particular platform and who you think a particular platform is for. I want you to actually take a few minutes and do some research and figure out who is using a particular platform. I'll give you an example. Business Insider just did an article talking about how Gen Z is using TikTok as a search bar more than Google. So if Gen Z is your target audience, you need to be on TikTok. If you're listening to that and you're thinking, oh, great, Gen Z is not my audience, and so I don't need to be on TikTok, that's actually wrong. There's an even spread, believe it or not, across the ages of users on TikTok. There's over 1 billion users on TikTok. It's a great place for you to be. But if you're listening to that and you're like, listen, I don't want to be on TikTok, that's fine. We just need to know, where are the people that you want to serve? Where are they showing up? Where are they potentially looking for content that's going to help solve their problems? Are they people who normally scroll on Instagram? Are they people who hang out here on YouTube? Are they people who really search on Pinterest? Really think about who you want to serve and where are they. Now, here's what I will tell you. As I have grown, I've added new platforms. And when you're first getting started, you really want to think about what is sustainable. If you try to go from not posting at all to posting on 5 different platforms, you're going to burn out pretty quickly. If I were to give you advice, I would tell you to create search-based content here on YouTube to get started. 1 video a week, and pick a platform that has short form video. That would include Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Pinterest does as well, but it's a little bit different. And I would say hold on Pinterest, okay? Pick one and post one short form video a day, okay? I'm going to keep this super simple because I want you to be able to do it. And my best advice is for you to do that for a minimum of 4 weeks and then think about increasing it just slightly. Do you want to do 2 short form videos? Or maybe just add like 1 day a week where you do 2. Remember, consistency and frequency are different, and I want you to succeed. All right, no matter where you decide to be, you want to really look at step number 4, which is going to be thinking about what your ideal client needs to see in your content so that they know that your offers are for them. Now, I will tell you that one of the mistakes that a lot of business owners make is they have content and they have offers. But if you followed their content, you'd have no idea what they offer. And this is something really common. And I think a lot of times it comes from a fear of feeling like I don't want to talk about it too much because they have this conception that being salesy is a bad thing. And know if that's you because you're just getting started, I want you to know that sales can be done in a way that doesn't feel terrible. And part of how you can do that is to use your content to really talk about the benefits of what it is like to have whatever solution it is that you offer. So in my content, I talk a lot about the benefits of using video in your business and how it increased my income and gave me a bigger audience and allowed me to really build a trust factor with my audience much faster than any other content I had ever put out. In fact, I have a whole video where I talk about all the benefits that video has allowed for my business. Okay, not all. In that video, I talk about 10, and I really could talk about it all day, which is why I'm telling you, you need video, but check that video out. At the end of the day, though, you want to think about what does your ideal client need to hear? And as you're creating content, you're going to know that you are creating content that is really helpful for your ideal client. Believe it or not, you actually want people who are not your ideal client to scroll on. I know that's going to feel scary at first because you want all the numbers, it can feel like, but you don't need everybody. You just need your ideal client to know that you can help them. All right, so now we know who we're talking to and we have an idea of where we're going to be. And this next step 5 is really going to help you. It's a little bit of an advanced step, but I believe that if you're here, you want things that are advanced too. So step number 5 is to be consistent. I know that sounds so simple. And in fact, a lot of people are going to tell me, I'm sure, Anita, being consistent is not advanced. It's absolutely basic. But here's what I'm going to tell you. I know it's advanced. And the reason I know is because so many business owners struggle with it. And in fact, something I hear from a lot of people is something along the lines of, well, sometimes I post, I get really excited, and then I post on Instagram for like a week, and then I stop. If that's you, I want to hear from you in the comments because I want you to know that you are not alone. If you only post when you get excited about something or when you're launching, you're not alone. But I want you to know that you want to build trust with your audience. You want to keep showing up. And as you show up consistently, you're showing them that they can trust you. Now, I'll also tell you that my most valuable buyers have been lurkers and not likers. And what do I mean by that? They're people who watch my videos here on YouTube, who follow me on Instagram or are friends with me on Facebook. They hang out on my Facebook group. They follow me on TikTok, maybe even follow me on LinkedIn, and they just watch. They don't say anything. They don't like my posts. They don't comment. And it kind of feels sometimes like they come out of nowhere when I get a message or they fill out my form and they say, oh, I've been following you. I love your content, right? I had no idea they were watching. But here's what I know. I'm going to keep showing up consistently because I know there's people who are watching me to see, am I someone that they can trust? I also know that there are people who watch my videos who get help from my videos, and people are going to know you can help them because you've already helped them. So I'm going to show up consistently with help for my audience because I want them to know I'm here and I can help. Step number 6 is to have a sales plan. Now, I think this is super important, and I told you at the beginning that this is one of the key steps. I know this can feel a little bit hard, especially if you haven't yet been making sales, but what I want you to know is simply posting content on the internet with no sales plan is not going to today bring you a client, okay? You are going to have to consistently show up for people to start to follow and trust, and while that's happening, you need to secure some income in your business, and you need to make sure that you can actually sell. So I'll tell you, you, if you only have 2 hours a day to work on your business, and as a busy homeschool mom, I don't always have a ton of time. Okay, but how I would split those 2 hours is 1 hour of creating content and 1 hour of booking calls and talking to people and trying to generate sales. You want to know that sales is absolutely the key to every business. And it's actually what is the difference between having a business and a hobby. So it's absolutely okay to sell in your business, and how we sell is going to be super important. If you're listening to this and thinking, I wish you would talk a little bit more about sales and business, comment below and tell me if this is something I should dive into. I really stick to content on this channel about video marketing and social media strategy, but sales are an important part of business. And I'm happy to share some thoughts on that if that would interest you. All right, step number 7, I want you to review your content every 30 days and really look for what performed well and what needs work. And you're going to use that information to grow your content skills. Remember, especially if you haven't been putting out content consistently before, it's going to take time for you to get better. And analytics come on the backside of posting. So you have to post to figure out what's going to work or not. All right, in step number 8, this is the biggest thing that's going to make the difference for every single business owner. You need to follow up. And what do I mean by that? You need to follow up with the comments on your content, respond to them. You need to follow up with the people that you started conversations with and see if they're interested in what it is you were talking about or providing some sort of value to them. You don't always have to be messaging them saying, buy my thing, but really following up and build relationships can be a really important thing in your business. You also need to follow up with people that you've sent offers to who maybe didn't respond yet. You'll hear people say that the fortune is in the follow-up, and that has really been true in my business. In fact, there's actually been people who have gotten on calls with me and said that the reason that we're on the call is because I followed up. And that's led to some of the most valuable buyers in my business, because people who are truly willing to invest, again, they want to know that they can trust you. All right, if this was helpful to you and you're thinking, great, Anita, I loved this, but I need a little bit more help, I have a few options for you. Number 1, you could join my free Facebook group. Number 2, you could download the Video Visibility Power Pack. That's going to give you a lot of tips to help you create binge-worthy content online. Option number 3 is for you to fill out the form that's linked below, and let's talk about working together. I absolutely want to help you. All right, if you liked this video, I want you to click the video on the screen. I'm going to talk about the 10 ways that video has helped in my business. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.